Hey guys, Adam Lobo here from Adam Lobo TV, and in this video, I'll show you the unboxing of the Sony WH-1000XM4 and give you my review of these headphones and compare it against the previous XM3 version to help you make a purchase decision. Is there any difference? Let's find out. So the unboxing process looks very identical to the previous XM3, where the box comes in white with the Sony logo, the new model name, the visuals of the headphones, and the features down in front of the box. And looking at the back, there are more features towards the right and the high-res audio and the other audio codecs available as well. Sliding the box open, you'll find the easy setup guide, then there's the carrying case inside and the reference guide as well. First, looking at the carrying case again, it has a similar form factor to the previous model, where the only difference was the newer XM4 comes with a more grey color finish compared to the darker black finish on the XM3, even at the netted accessory storage area in front as well. Other than that, the bronze colored zip is the same, so it was when the carrying pouch was opened. Inside, there's also the same accessories like the airplane adapter, the 3.5mm cable to have a wired connection with the headphones, and the USB-A to USB-C cable. Now looking at the headphones itself, it looks very identical to one another, where the only not so obvious difference is the NFC logo on the newer XM4 is embedded on the same color of the outsides of the ear cups, where the XM3 had a grey color finish on the logo. And you'll find a cleaner look on the XM4, where it is without the input writing on the 3.5mm wired connection, and the noise cancellation and the ambient button is now known as the custom button, which makes more sense as this button is a button which you can customize the features accordingly. And finally, looking at the ear cups of the XM4 is just a hairline thicker to give you a little more comfort, and the insides of the ear cups, the only difference is that the XM4 has the proximity sensor inside. That is for the wear detection feature, which will pause and resume playback when your headphones are taken off and put back on, which the XM3 did not have that feature. Pauses the music. And now it's back on. Alright, for the benefit of you who are watching who hasn't gotten your hands on the previous XM3, let's go through the headphones build quality. In terms of the build, the headphones are made of hard plastic material. The headband had a nice little padding with no pinch at the crown of the head, and since it is the same as the XM3, after using it for more than a year, there was no sign of it wearing off, which is of course a huge plus. Then the headbands are quite solid and are adjustable by just pulling it up or retracting it back down to fit it on your head. Then the ear cups have to be one of the most comfortable ear cups, and another great news is that it did not corrode like the Audio-Technica M50X which I've had, which corroded within months of usage, and the white color one, which is available over here, had its paint coming out and sticking to my ears, which was simply horrible, and that was not the case on the XM3, which truly shows the longer lasting capabilities of the ear cups itself. And since that this is an over-the-ear headphones, which is a closed headphones, it did cover my ears perfectly, giving a decent amount of passive noise cancellation with a superior comfortable feeling. And as predicted, the unusual folding style was something which I got used to after about a week, and it was something which I got used to the XM3. So I did not have any issues, but if you haven't tried it on the XM3 before, it will take about a week or so to get used to it through your muscle memory. And based on my weighing, the headphones is about 249 grams, similar to the XM3, so yes, it is indeed a lightweight headphones, and since it has the same form factor of the XM3, using these headphones daily for casual listening and even while editing videos did not have me having any ear fatigue at all. But of course, if your environment is hot, you will experience a bit of sweat in your ears if you're going to listen to music for a really long time under a hotter conditions. Now this is to be expected since this is not an open back headphones to prevent sound leakage, so I did not mind it at all. Now, moving on to the ear cups, there's the microphones on both sides with the copper trim on it. Then moving on the left ear cups, we have the power button, and pressing the power button once lets you know the battery percentage even when the music is being played. And then there's the custom button, which can be remapped to either switch between the noise cancellation or the ambient sound button, or to remap to the Google Assistant and the Amazon Echo as well. And on the right ear cups, we have the fast charging USB-C port. Now as for pairing, connecting the headphones is pretty swift as it uses Bluetooth 5.0 instead of the version 4.2 on the previous XM3. And the biggest drawback on not being able to do multi-device pairing on the previous XM3 has finally been solved, as you can do it now on the XM4, which makes switching devices super easily and of course seamless, as seen over here, where I've paired it with my MacBook Pro and the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, where I had both devices playing music and the music came out from the headphones based on where the music or the media was being played. And yes, the same could be done on PC or Mac as well. Now to pair, of course, you need your phone's Bluetooth to be turned on, and then press and hold the power button on the left ear cups, and then you can hear a voice prompt which says Bluetooth pairing, and it will immediately turn on the noise cancellation on the headphones. Then of course, just pair it with your phone. Now as for the app, it has the Sony Headphones Connect app, which is available on the Google Play Store and the Apple's App Store. Now I have to say that I love the new app interface as it looks more clean and simple compared to how it was last year, and here is a quick walkthrough of the app for your benefit as well. Now at the home screen, you'll find the headphones model on top and the middle of the screen. You'll then find the battery percentage towards the right. Then below there is 3 tabs, where the first tab is called Status, where in there you can turn on the adaptive sound control on or off. Then you can toggle the automatic switching based on actions like staying, walking, running, or even on a transport. Then below it shows both of the devices that has been currently connected, and down below you'll find the music controls and the volume over there as well. Then under the sound tab, you'll find the toggle for the ambient sound control. You can control the new feature which is called the Speak to Chat, which I'll go through later on what the features are, where you can adjust the voice detect sensitivity, focus on voice toggle, and the time until the mode closes. Then below that, there's the noise cancellation optimizer, which I've gotten the headphones to optimize, where you can hit start if you haven't. Next, there are the equalizer settings for manual, custom, and other presets as well. Below that, there's a feature which I've never heard anyone here on YouTube talking about, which is the 360 reality audio setup, which you'll need to first analyze your ear shape and optimize through the app, which is available on the Tidal app, which I have a premium subscription. Now you have to believe me that this was such an immersive audio experience which you need to experience for yourself to really appreciate, as Tidal has also prepared tracks specifically for the 360 audio as well, which ranges from genre from pop to even metal as well. Then there's the sound quality mode and the DSEEE Extreme toggle as well. Then looking at the final system tab, here's where you have the toggle to connect 2 devices simultaneously as well. Change the custom button to either the ambient sound control, the Google Assistant, or the Amazon Alexa. Then there's the other toggles for touch sensor control panel, automatic power off, pausing when the headphones are taken off, notification and the voice guide, and the automatic download of software. Now controlling your music is based on touch and the swipe motion feature like the XM3, where it was really responsive, where swiping up and down at the right ear cups controls the music volume, swiping back is to repeat the track or previous track, and swiping it forward changes the track, and double tap to pause, to play, or even answer phone calls as well. And since I'm also a fan of the Google Assistant, these headphones allow me to access that too by tapping the noise cancellation button or the ambient button under the custom button settings. Now there are the additional features like the XM3, where the ambient mode gives you the ability to put your palm on the right ear cups, and then you'll use the built-in microphones outside to allow the ambient sound to pass through while lowering the music volume. Now if you want to see me do a sound test exactly on how it sounds, I did that on my video review of the XM3, so do check it out at the card above if you guys haven't done so. So this could be very beneficial in case you guys are ordering your coffee or your meal in a restaurant. Of course, social distancing, make sure to follow. So instead of you taking off your headphones, you just have to put your palm over it instead. Then there's the additional Speak to Chat feature, where as mentioned in the app walkthrough, if it detects you speaking, it will immediately pause the music and increase the microphone's level around your headphones to be able to hear clearly in case someone talks to you, which was cool. But please keep in mind that it is quite sensitive even at its low settings, where if you're watching a movie and you, for example, chuckle like it will pause the movie, so keep that in mind. Now in terms of the audio codecs as seen on the box, it has many codec support from A2DP to SBC, AAC, LDAC and many more. Then each of the headphones comes with a 40mm speaker driver with great volume, and it was the same on the XM3 as well. Now in terms of the sound quality, it sounded pretty much the same as the XM3, but due to its slightly better noise cancellation, I did find the overall bass response were nicer as I started my audio test by first listening to Dua Lipa's Don't Start Now, and as soon as the bass came in at the 10th second, here's where I could really tell the difference, where the other parts of the song still sounded great, very well balanced and had a punchy sound too. Next, I listened to Sam Smith's Diamonds, and his vocals at the beginning sounded like he was singing just next to me. And when the overall music entered at the 49th second, there were no drowning of the vocals, where the overall sound and the EQ maintained at its highest quality and the volume as well. After that, I switched to Billie Eilish Ilo Milo. And the first minute and 11 seconds made me appreciate all the different types of frequency sounds which I could barely hear out of a speaker, so I was more impressed over here. And of course, I had to pay homage to Seven Dust by listening to the new album titled Feel Like Going On, and the amazing soulful vocals of Lajon sounded really warm and nice, with the guitar sounded great on both ends. Now like the XM3, the wired option gives you continuous listening even if your battery is dead on the headphones, which I love and still very appreciate. And there weren't any major differences between using Bluetooth and directly through the wired in terms of sound quality. But yes, I do prefer having the active noise cancellation turned on when listening to music more. Then as for video playback, watching videos on YouTube and movies on Netflix was also great without any latency or delay. And of course, when it comes to the audio-video performance, it was great. As for phone calls, they were great on both ends, hearing each other well, but the other person sometimes tend to hear additional background sounds. Since there is 5 very powerful microphones on the headphones, so keep that in mind. And here is a microphone test.
Now this is a microphone test with the environment being very quiet. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. And this is a simulation if you are in a very busy coffee environment. Okay, so let me just speak on the microphone and hear how it cuts through the background noise. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
So when it comes to really comparing both of the noise cancellation, there was a difference in terms of blocking out noise better around the 100 to 400 Hz frequency range, which is usually those more apparent little sounds like air noises coming out from the aircon on an airplane, or even any humming machine sounds coming out from a fridge, or even the aircon compressor, to really reducing the sound of me typing on the keyboards as well. Now as for the battery life, Sony claims that it gives the headphones 5 hours of usage with only 10 minutes of charge time, where for me, I did get about 5 hours plus, about the same amount of charging, so again, that was very true, like the XM3s. And it fully charges about 2 hours and 23 minutes, which is supposed to last about 30 hours, where it got me about 27 hours plus with volume up to max and the noise cancellation turned on, which was still really impressive. So with this, should you really get the new Sony WH-1000XM4 headphones? No, if you don't really care about multi-device pairing, where you don't mind repairing from one device to another, or you simply just don't have many devices that you would like to pair with, and you don't mind the extra features like the proximity feature and also the speak to chat feature, because all the other features are already available on the previous XM3 version. And I would say a huge yes if you're constantly changing devices between your smartphone to your laptop or your desktop PC, and appreciate all the additional features as mentioned earlier, which to me, I fall under this particular category. So yes, this is now my preferred daily headphones to use. So as for the price here in Malaysia, what's great is that the headphones come at the same price as when the XM3 was introduced as well, where this Sony WH-1000XM4 comes with a retail price of 1,599 ringgit, which comes in black and silver, which to me looks more beige or nude in real life, which I'll leave links down below for you guys to get yourself one. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys found this video helpful in making your purchase decision. And if you did, be sure to give this video a nice big thumbs up. Like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. My name is Adam Lobo and I'll catch you guys in my next video.